The following video has been brought to you by the letter V, which stands for violence. Well, cartoony anime-style violence anyway. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. You know, I've never considered myself a very violent individual, except of course for this video's case, because we're going to be talking about everything 3D action game related in today's topic for the PS Vita. To the extreme! 3D action games, it's a very popular genre amongst many gamers out there, and I'd love to know what 3D action games are your favorite on the PS Vita. Tell me down in the comment section. Okay, without further ado, here is the first game I am choosing, and might I add, a title that's probably gonna get this video demonetized. This is Hyperdimension Neptunia U, Action Unleashed. I mean, you can tell it's an action game because it even says so on the box. Man, we're really splitting hairs here. Love Hyperdimension Neptunia? Wish it played more like Senran Kagura? Down to its, elements of culture? Well, do I ever have a game for you guys? Choose your tag team and rip through massive hordes of enemies with exciting aerial and ground-based combos. Look out though, take too many hits and your close and defense will end up shredded. Literally. And honestly, you just can't get more sophisticated than that. The world of game industry is experiencing a strange calm. The goddess protecting each nation are all at peace. And based on that fact, it doesn't seem like we're gonna have much of a story now here, are we? Wait, people play this game for the story? And there's not an apocalyptic threat in sight. In order to shake things up with a good story, the world's leading journalists, Dengenkiko and Famitsu, challenge the CPUs and the CPU candidates to complete a series of missions, but soon they will all be in for a far bigger scoop in this action-packed hack-and-slash adventure. Well, you gotta give them credit, at least they're trying to make a story here. Two-person party. With the duel system, you'll be able to switch between two characters on the battlefield, balance out each character's strengths and weaknesses to create the ultimate battle duo, and even get some new playable characters, some of whom might be familiar from previous Neptunia games. But none of that matters, all we really care about is this! But yeah, fun game, especially if you're looking to scratch that 3D action genre itch. Huh, funny. I don't remember 3D action games that love to bring on the pain and violence being quite this colorful, but let's not question things. This is One Piece Unlimited World Red for the PS Vita, because this is a PS Vita channel. Oh, you know your writing is terrible when you have to bring up that fact. And according to the description, this is the latest installment, or in this case was, because this game came out a few years ago, of the Unlimited World series for One Piece fans. Actually, come to think of it, I'm not really sure if there ever was another Unlimited World game after this. Anyway, an original story and original characters created by Eiichiro Oda. Take part in epic fights against famous bosses up until the Dressrosa chapter. The Battle Coliseum mode will allow players to show their skills in this dangerous arena. All the Straw Hat crew members will be playable, along with a bunch of other characters you can unlock in the Coliseum mode. Now for me personally, I am a huge fan of the One Piece anime, and come to think of it, it's been a really long time since we've actually had a bad One Piece game. I mean, well, unless you want to count that game. I try just to pretend it doesn't exist. Seriously, is this a first-gen PS2 title? But other than that, we've had a pretty good streak, and I was really shocked at how much I enjoyed this game, not just because I'm a One Piece fan, but as a fan of action games in general. As the description said, all of the Straw Hats are playable, and you can switch between 3 of them on the fly at any time during battle. Unfortunately, the Coliseum characters are limited only to the Coliseum. And it is in fact an original non-canon story, down to an original non-canon villain. And I really love the character design on this dude, despite the fact that he kind of reminds me of Dracula for some weird reason, so there's that. Oh, and if there's one standout feature to this game, it's definitely the boss fights. While fighting the goons and flunkies is kind of your basic run-of-the-mill action 3D game, when it comes to the bosses, oh my gosh, these guys are epic and really show off what the PS Vita is capable of when it comes to boss fights. You won't be disappointed. What you will be disappointed about though is that the US cover art is censored compared to the Japanese version. I hate it when gaming publishers do that, but oh well, aside from that, a very fun game. Now for anybody out there who is into Japanese import games, or as they call them in Japan, games, I have one that I think you'll all enjoy. This is Berserk and the Band of Hawk, merging the best of both worlds from Berserk and Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, you heard that right. Dynasty Warriors. They got their hands on another IP, I guess. This has really become a thing as of late now, hasn't it? Anyway, about this game, behold the fierce blend of Warriors and Berserk. The action of cutting through hundreds of enemies fundamental to the Warrior series is fused together with the dark and gruesome atmosphere of the world of Berserk, making various unseen acts possible, such as using a giant man-sized sword to cut enemies in half, as well as smash or send them flying with the slash and smash actions. No, not that smash. You know what's funny? I've kind of been hyping up violence in this video when, in fact, the only game really thus far that I've talked about being violent is this one. I mean, it's Berserk, how could it not be, right? And believe me, it certainly lives up to the franchise's name. You can cut enemies in half, be caked full of blood by the end of the battle, run enemies through, and everything else that is associated with violence. And that's why we love it. And those are my choices for fun 3D action games that you can play on the go with your Vita or at home on your PS TV. But I'd love to hear, what are your favorite 3D action games for the Vita? What games would you love to see in a future segment? Make sure to tell me in the comment section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Alan Iwazu, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk Sama, Miyorashi, Shin Snake, Reiko Star, Joseph Razmik, Matt Fox, Freeden, B Mystery, Zacrito, Makis Blob, Ascorf, Hero Wacer, BMF, Phantom XRS, Gutter Drums, Himdall Imbert, Saul Ramirez, Clayton Malarkey, Adam Sondi, PS Vita S, Joshua Williams, Kyle Brooks, JR, Jared Haddo, Richard Cruz, E-Rock, Kevin Enright, Laurie Sweeney, Jelle, Heston Joseph, Per Sterner, Wendy K, Adam Thury, Aaron Swanson, Mario Cruz, Larry Anderson, Rodrigo Vera, Sculpture Tugel TCG, David Ray, Mazgus, Jesus Hernandez, Smug Wolf, Kayonko, Sakib Alam, Burzen Mystery, Cobble Trappa, Juan M. Hermosillo, Azumara, Eric DeWitt, Jackie, Tasha Monty, Donut Valley, Ronan Alganto, Romp King, Matt Hargett, and Dr. Super Artie. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screener, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it, likes and shares can help equally as much. The end of the video has been brought to you by the letters N, M, and V, which stands for Needs More Violence.